Hey, Kentucky, welcome back. Drew the Panda and like a sumo cowboy are right here. Going to play a little game of big deal or no deal. I got my friend Nick Roush here from Kentucky Sports Radio, dressed up as himself on a Friday night. Nick, how are you?
I'm doing great, y'all.
Let's get started.
First off, the FBI announced they're looking at emails from Anthony Weiner's laptop, which may have went through Hillary Clinton's private server. Guys, is Weiner's laptop a big deal or no deal?
They said there were 650,000 emails on Weiner's laptop. I would say the emails on his laptop are a big deal because I bet there's a lot of interesting stuff on those emails, most of them about his personal life. As far as for Hillary Clinton, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. I think she's probably going to win. It might make it a little closer than we thought it would be, but I am wondering what's on Weiner's laptop. There's no doubt about that.
I will let someone else look into that. I have no interest in seeing what's on Weiner's laptop, but I will say this is no deal for Hillary just because the election's so close. It's not really going to change
Do you think
much.
650,000 emails, that's how many they said he sent or received? Does that sound like a lot to you?
Yes, that's a whole lot. Unless he's just getting coupons, I get probably.
Well, that's the question is, does it include spam? If it doesn't include spam, then my man is on his email way too much. Anthony Weiner, I think you need to be doing something else besides email.
And I would think a guy with a name like Weiner probably gets more spam than most people. It just
That's
gets picked
a good
up
point.
and sent through
It's
the...
just his normal email. What's next?
Senator Rand Paul and Mayor Jim Gray will hold their only TV debate tonight while most people are trick-or-treating. Matt and Drew, is this a big deal or no deal?
I take the exact same view of this I say on the Hillary Clinton one. It's not going to be a big deal because I think Rand Paul's going to win, so it's not going to matter. It's the only debate they're having. Jim Gray, I think, is done pretty well, but he's going to probably lose by 10 or 12 points in the state, so probably not a big deal.
Just to be different than you, I'll go big deal. It is their only debate, and all 6 people that are watching on KET tonight will enjoy it.
Look at you knowing it's their only debate. When did you become Mr. Political Science?
I mean, I could also tell you it's only their 3rd appearance together, going back last week in Owensboro was 2nd. I could talk about it all day.
You really could. If you would like to continue, please feel free.
I'm actually about to pass out from this costume.
You know,
so
those KET debates are very exciting. They sit there. Bill Goodman is a very good reporter, and he asked them questions. Are you going to go home and watch this as soon as this show is over?
I am not. I just think the timing of it's really going to hurt its audience, being Halloween night and all.
Yeah, if I'm Jim Gray, I would have asked for it not to be when there is no one home so that he would have a chance. I think it's over. Rand Paul probably wins. Who's up next?
Up next, John Calipari called out the student fans, upset he saw so many empty student section seats in the upper level of Rupp Arena last night. Guys, big deal or no deal?
I think it's a little bit of a big deal because he was threatening to pull the tickets. If anybody but Cal did it, it wouldn't be a big deal. But Cal has an ability to sort of get things done, and students need to understand if they don't come, they're going to eventually sell all those off. They already give more than a lot of schools do, so I think it can be a big deal.
I'm going to go a big deal because I don't think Cal would normally pay a lot of attention to it with all anything he has going on with the game. But if it's so bad that he looks over and notices it and feels the need to bring it up in the press conference, then absolutely.
And you know how Cal is. Rupp Arena is such a great atmosphere. He sees any hole up there, and he's like, why is this happening? So I think that's probably what does it. Some of the students got mad, though. They're like, well, we're playing an exhibition game. Who cares? We got tests. What do you think about that?
I remember in my day, it was impossible to get in there. I maybe went twice and tried all the time. I just can't believe they're not filling it up.
It is, but you know, people got their smartphones and a lot out. You pandas wouldn't understand. What's next?
There are tough times for Tennessee football. Today, Coach Butch Jones confirmed that star running back Jalen Hurd is transferring. Guys, is this a big deal or no deal?
I think it's a big deal. He's really good, and if you're Kentucky and you want to win down there in Knoxville, this is great news. Jalen Hurd last year destroyed us. I think he's one of the best players in the country, but he doesn't feel like he fits in with the system. There's talk of a revolt going on down there. So, yes, Drew, I think it's a big deal. Tennessee falls apart. Maybe Kentucky can steal the win.
It's a very big deal. He's one of the best players in the conference, and his uncle came out and said he's kind of protecting his NFL status. So he's been playing kind of hurt. He wants to go somewhere and move to a different position where he's not getting beat up.
Would you take him at Kentucky if he were to transfer here? I'm sure he won't, but if he would.
Absolutely. I do. I don't like how the guy's quit on his team midseason just to protect his future, but I mean, I would take him just because the
There's
talent's
apparently, he's not the only one. There's been a lot of rumors. If you follow Tennessee media accounts, they've acted like last night was insane in Knoxville, falling apart for Butch Jones, a coach Kentucky considered. And what's last?
And last, orthodontists are warning against the strange new trend of do-it-yourself braces. Guys, is this weird trend a big deal or no deal?
It's a big deal because who in the world would give themselves their own braces? These are like teenagers who they've learned on YouTube how to put their own braces on. So they get on, they tie them together. It then ruins the kid's teeth. Not surprisingly, whatever kid would do this is insane. So yes, it is a big deal, and it's really, really weird.
There's a lot of dumb people doing dumb stuff on the internet these days, but this might be one of the worst I've seen. I mean, what are going through these kids' heads? They deserve bad teeth if they think this is
Did you
gonna
have
work.
braces growing up?
I did not have perfect teeth from eating
I had
bamboo.
braces. I had them for like 5 or 6 years, and that's how I got the perfect teeth now. I have to tell you, I hated them. I hated going to the orthodontist. But when they tighten them, the idea of doing that yourself and your teeth moving, how do these kids do it?
I saw one girl use super glue and a paper clip. I mean,
oh my
what in the
goodness.
world?
And when
what
I
is-
was a kid, you didn't want to have braces. Why would you put them on yourself? I do not understand. Big thanks to Freddie Maggard over there for pitching in today. We appreciate it. When we come back, a man regrets his decision to sneak up on a giant panda. Monday's wrap-up is next.